Hello everyone, this is John from Boston Kami Detailing, and in today's video I want to show you how I paint the brake calipers. So in this case, it's a brand new van, and the owner wants me to paint the brake calipers in Ferrari red. This is the color he chose. So first of all, you will need obviously to lift the car, but you need to make sure everything is secure and is safe for you to lift the car. So I'm using this jack lift. And I have two stands just to make sure the car is not going to move and there's no risk for the van to collapse, basically. Yeah. So I will normally take the car outside. I will jet wash and degrease the brake caliper to make sure everything is removed, any dirt, any oil, everything. But because the van is new, it's not necessary. So I will go straight to the job. Basically, what I need to do now, I will deep clean the brake caliper. I have my steamer. I'm going to use a steamer, a degreaser, and a brake cleaner. And then I'm going to use a air dryer to dry everything, make sure everything is bone dry. And then I'm going to mask all the rubbers, pipes, everything that we don't need to paint. So this is what you will need to do. If it's your car, you choose what to do. If you want to mask anything, but because this is the customer car, I want to make sure everything is perfect. And obviously, in case of the car being more old, obviously you're going to have some rust. So in this case, you're going to need to use a wire brush with a drill, or even a wire hand brush, just to go into the details and corners and stuff. And then it's time for the paint. So now everything is clean, is dry, and now it's time for me to mask all the parts, all the rubber, all the sensors that is not recommended to be painted as well. It could affect them, or for the rubber and plastics, they're not going to look nice, and I don't like the look, to be honest, when everything is painted. What I want to paint is just the metal, not the rest of the brake caliper. So yeah, I'm using masking tape. You can use any masking tape you have or you find. This is more tacky, which is going to help you when you apply the paint, because it's not gonna move from the place from where you apply the masking tape, and then you don't have a kind of overspray on other surfaces. So now the often question that I have from customers is if I remove anything from the brake caliper in order to paint them, and answer is no. I'm not removing anything from the brake caliper. I'll try to do my best without removing any parts, any pipes, anything. So it's not going to be any issue with the safety with this car, basically, when the customer take the car back. If you removing the brake caliper, then obviously you're going to need to bleed the system, so it's a bit more complicated, to be honest, and I'm not doing this kind of service. So just for you to have in mind, if you're texting me, yeah, this is the answer. I'm not removing anything. I try to do my best without removing any parts. Okay. I finish the clean, I dry, I mask, and now just a step before applying the paint, just to make sure I remove any oil or grease from the surface. I'm going to use panel wipe, which is going to remove all the grease, oils and stuff that could be on the brake calipers. And then I'm gonna apply the paint by brush. With the paint I use, depends what you buying, what type of paint you're buying. You can apply it with a air gun, a paint gun, or by the brush. I choose to apply by the brush because it's more clean. Because if you apply with a gun, obviously you will need to mask the entire van, the entire car, because all the vapors from the paint is going to spread in the air, and then it's going to land on the car. So I prefer this method because it's more clean. But the results are not going to be affected in any way. I even like more applying with a brush because the finish is going to be much better in my opinion. Because you can then, I'm going to apply 2 coatings or even 3, just to make sure to feel the texture, because you see this metal have a texture, and more you level with the paint, more better finish you're gonna get. So that's why I'm gonna apply 2 or 3 coatings, and I'm gonna need to wait half an hour between the coatings. You can even use a hot air gun, a heat gun, not the air gun, sorry, a heat gun, yeah, and slowly from the distance try to speed up the drying process, and then apply the second coating. Yeah. If you have a different method, just text me in a comment and let me know. But this is the way I do it, and I never have any issues. And this paint is going to stay here for many years. It's a heat resistant. It's a special paint for brake caliper. It's not just a normal paint or the paint you have on your car. It needs to be a brake caliper paint in order to resist the heat you're going to have on them. So you'll see the way I mask. So you can see try my best. The reason why I didn't mask them is just because I want the paint to be in here, so it's not going to affect anything. So yeah, you can see everything is masked. Make sure you mask the brake disc as well, because sometimes when you're using the brush, you can touch the
the brake disc. Will not affect, I think, in any way, because it's going to go anyway when you're going to brake the car, when you're applying the brakes. But yeah, I like to keep everything clean and tidy. Right, now it's time for the paint. Right, I mixed the paint. You can see this lovely red. This is a Ferrari red, lovely color. And now it's time to apply it on the brake caliper. You can see inside the cup as well. Hopefully, in real life, it's even more beautiful. So, I wish you to be here to see the way they look. Really, really nice. I'm going to apply a thick layer because it's the first hand. So this is the final result. I think it's looking very nice. Now I need to fix back the wheel and move to the next one. I can see the color is a bit different from the video to the real thing, but it's still looking nice.